Hi guys, welcome to a brand new Let's Talk About episode. Wow, I haven't done one of these in ages and it feels good to bring back the series. I might bring back the series for more videos along down the line and more videos talking about movies that I like, because this series is... Yo, I thought a meteorite landed then. This series is just golden, basically, because I love talking about movies. And the movie that we're going to be talking about today is It, Chapter 1, 2017. So, I don't know if you actually want me to talk about the 1980s It. I haven't really got any questions asking to do that, but I don't think I'm going to watch that. Reason number one is because I don't know if it's just stupidly corny, or number two, I don't know if it's like the scariest movie of all time. I mean, I don't know, old movies tend to be more scarier than new ones now. But I wrote a list of what I'm going to be talking about, and I'm going to be talking about the movie's plot, acting, horror elements, pacing, and overall rating for the first movie of It. Now, surprise, surprise, I've watched it, and it specifically says on the DVD, 15, and I'm 12, but, you know, kids gotta enjoy their lives and live dangerously, so, yeah, what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna start from the plot. The plot of this film was amazingly creepy, literally. I mean, you go to the cinemas at, 12 o'clock at night to watch this film about a killer clown? No, I don't think you will, but I mean, there's people who actually did that in 2017 because there was this killer clown thing. But anyway, I think they just liked the film It a bit too much. The plot, I'd give a 9 out of 10, actually. I don't know why I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10, because the plot was really creepy and chilling, really. Pennywise the clown, the dancing clown, is just one of the scariest movie monsters of the Monsterverse or Horrorverse ever created, and to be honest with you, it's quite easy to defeat him, but I'll go into that in the next video. So I'll give the plot a 10 out of 10, because the plot, like I said before, is gold. The acting, I'm just going to give it a 10 out of 10 because of Pennywise, because Pennywise is he comes across funny sometimes, which he shouldn't do, but I don't know, he kind of does. I mean, when he's in It Chapter 2 singing that I Know Your Secret song, I nearly choked with laughing. So, yeah. I'm going to give acting an 8 out of 10. Because Pennywise the Dancing Clown was sometimes not believable, but he was actually quite good. And sometimes I even said throughout the film that he reminded me of Jim Carrey. I know you're going to laugh at that, but it's believable. It's the role he'd do back in his day. But, yeah, anyway, I think, what's his name, man? Him who plays Mike, Finn Wolfhard in this film was really funny. Really funny. Him who plays Mike in Stranger Things was, so funny. And every time he said something, I was laughing, so, yeah. I think the horror elements in this movie, the first It, remember the first It. I think the horror elements in the first movie are kind of bland, to be honest with you, compared to the horror elements in the second one. And even in the second one, they laugh out loud. So, yeah, I'm going to give horror elements a 6 out of 10. Because that scene where Beverly is in the bathroom and blood is coming up through the sink, I think that is the scariest scene in it. And I've only seen 1 hour 30 minutes of it. I didn't get to finish it off, but yeah, I'll give the horror elements a 6 out of 10. I just don't find them really that scary, to be honest with you. But the beginning is chilling. Yeah. And that's what I'm going to go into now in this pacing side. So I think the pacing, it's quite a slow-paced movie, to be honest with you. It is a very, very slow-paced movie for a horror movie as well. But I think when you're doing a horror movie, the key is not to rush doing a horror movie. And It is a perfect example of that, what I just said. Because when you're doing a horror movie, you can't rush the horror elements in it. Probably end up being laugh out loud, which it already is, but Anyway, you've got to take your time with horror movies because, well, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of horror movies in my time, but I know that if you rush them, they end up looking really bad. So yeah, the pacing is a 10 out of 10. But I like slow-paced movies because they build up to the climax. So yeah. And I was going to say I'm glad it didn't start scary right at the beginning. Let's just scrap that idea. My overall rating of this movie has got to be a 8.9, 9 out of 10. I'm going to say 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it, number one. I really enjoyed the first chapter of it. And I can't wait to talk about the second chapter of it. Bye, guys.